Hello there and welcome. In this video we're looking at moving bed filtration. What is it and how do you make one? Firstly, what is a moving bed filter? Well, it's kind of in the title. It's a bed of media which continually moves. So basically you've got a lot of highly efficient media which is continuously tumbling throughout your water column. And that's essentially what a moving bed filter is. It just tumbles around, powered either by a pump or by air stones, continually moving through the water column. Now, why would you ever build something like this? Well, the idea is you use a highly efficient media and you continually circulate it through your water column. This allows bacteria to colonise that particular media, and when it's being thrown around in the water column, it is exposed to a lot more of your water than it would be if it was sitting in a sponge. So it's a highly efficient biological filtration system. So if you compare the two, a sponge sits there and gets passive water movement over it, allowing the bacteria inside to break down ammonias and nitrites into nitrate, or a media really tightly packed that also has a really high surface area continually tumbling through your water column. It's pretty obvious that this one is going to be a lot more efficient and give you a huge surface area for bacteria to colonise, and therefore massive biological filtration capability. So that's why you use these types of filters. They're best used on heavily populated fish systems where you need maximum bacterial load. The actual media in this particular one is called K1. It's by a company called Evolution Aqua. There's two types in here actually. We've got the K1 normal, which is the larger one, and then we've got the K1 micro. That's what it looks like, cross section. It's got ridges, so a lot of surface area for bacteria to live on in an actual small volume of media, if that makes sense. A good thing about this particular media as well is it's self-cleans. So as it tumbles, all the old bacteria and all the dirt is sloughed off by it bashing on its neighbours, and therefore the media is always clean and ready for new, fresh bacteria to settle. So it is an excellent media in itself. So how do you actually make a moving bed filter? It's very simple. So you need a container. In this case we're using a marine sump, but you could use a barrel, a bucket, anything in which you can contain your media and will contain water. That is all you need. Then you obviously fill it with water, ideally from your system, so you'd have a flow in and then you'd have a flow out, separated ideally from your media, because this particular media will get into anything, so it needs to have weir systems such as this, stopping that media from moving through your system. Then you put your media in, ideally K1, but there are other brands that you can use. So now we have a container with media, your flowing water, and we're almost ready to go. How would you agitate this media? Because what you want is this continual movement. You will get spots like this, dead spots, but that's okay, because that will allow some anaerobic bacteria to colonise, and you will get a little bit of anaerobic action going on, which is fine. That's a good thing. But we don't want too much of that. So we want it moving, continually sloughing, continually being exposed to your water column. In this particular case, we have got air stones. Now, you need quite a powerful air pump for this, but what happens, you can quite clearly see it, as the air comes out of the air stone, it's dragging water up with the air. And then, because water's being dragged up, water from this side is also being dragged down towards it. So you get this circular movement of water. And with that goes the K1. And that's how you basically get your media to move. With air stones, you need quite a lot of them to get that movement, and even then you'll get the odd dead spot. So I'll just show you the pump that we use on this system to get that power. So on this system we use not an air pump for an aquarium, but an air pump for a pond. This is a Blagden Koi Air 50, and as you can see, it's got a tremendous amount of outputs. And this allows us to put numerous air stones throughout the sump and thus get that water movement. So if you're going to do one of these, don't skimp out on your air pump, because that's probably going to be the most important thing. You want that airflow, and without it you're not going to get that movement. And that is moving bed filtration. A very simple setup and not particularly hard to do, but an incredibly powerful way of maximising the amount of biological filtration you can get on your aquarium. So thanks for watching. I hope it's been helpful. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Please remember to check out my Patreon feed for exclusive updates and videos. Thank you for watching, and happy fish keeping!